Hello, welcome to FlixWater YouTube channel. Today, I want to discuss a topic that is of great importance for all of us: how to remove lead from water. Lead contamination in water is a serious concern that affects many households, and it poses significant health risks to both children and adults. It is crucial that we understand the dangers and take necessary steps to safeguard our home water supply. So, let's start by understanding how lead enters our water. Lead enters water when pipes and plumbing fixtures that contain lead corrode, allowing the metal to leach into the water. This corrosion is more likely to occur in older pipes, especially in areas with high water acidity or low mineral content. While lead does not occur naturally in water, it was commonly used in plumbing materials, gasoline, and paint in the past. Although its use has decreased since the 1970s and 1980s, lead still poses a significant threat to our health today. Now, how can we identify the presence of lead in our water? Lead plumbing fixtures are more common in older homes built before the Safe Drinking Water Act was amended in 1986. This act prohibited the use of pipes, solder, and flux that contained lead. Additionally, lead service lines are prevalent in older cities and often the primary source of lead in water, according to the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. Therefore, even if your home's pipes are lead-free, you may still be at risk of lead contamination in your tap water. The dangers of lead exposure cannot be overstated. No level of lead in drinking water is safe. Even low-level exposure to lead can have severe health consequences, as the metal can accumulate in the body over time. Children are particularly vulnerable to lead exposure, experiencing negative physical and behavioral effects at lower levels than adults. The CDC estimates that 4 million homes in the United States expose children to high levels of lead through their water supply. However, adults are not immune to the harmful effects of lead. It can lead to cardiovascular, kidney, and reproductive problems. Pregnant women and their unborn babies are at even higher risk, as lead exposure can result in miscarriage, stillbirth, premature birth, and low birth weight. Now that we understand the risks associated with lead, let's talk about how we can determine if our tap water is contaminated. Firstly, you can contact your municipal water supplier and request the results of their water testing, as they are required by law to provide this information. However, note that a municipal water test may not reveal if lead is entering your water through your home plumbing. Therefore, it is recommended to conduct a home lead test in addition to the municipal test. Home lead test kits are readily available and easy to use, typically involving placing a test strip in a water sample. To obtain an accurate reading of the lead concentration, the EPA recommends utilizing a state-certified laboratory for testing, as home kits may only indicate if lead is present or absent. Inspecting your pipes for lead is another important step. You can do a simple scratch test by gently scratching the surface of the pipe with a coin or the flat edge of a screwdriver, targeting any corrosion buildup. If the scratched area appears shiny and silver, it is likely that the pipe contains lead. While this test provides a preliminary indication of potential lead exposure in your water supply, it is advisable to seek the assistance of a water expert or licensed plumber for a professional inspection of your pipes. Now, let's move on to effective methods for removing lead from water. Several methods have proven to be effective in removing lead. Reverse osmosis, water distillation, and activated carbon filtration, when configured for lead reduction, are recommended approaches. It is also crucial to identify and replace any pipes and plumbing fixtures in your home that contain lead. However, considering that water may flow through lead pipes before reaching your home plumbing, installing filtration systems can serve as valuable defenses against lead contamination. Filtration systems can be designed as point-of-use (POU) filters or whole-house filters. For lead reduction, it is advisable to opt for point-of-use filters. Installing a point-of-use filter on each faucet in your home will provide protection against lead from both municipal water and home plumbing. On the other hand, a whole-house filter only protects against lead in the municipal water supply. Reverse osmosis systems, water distillers, and carbon filters are effective when installed as point-of-use filters, ensuring that the water you consume is properly filtered for lead. Water distillation is one effective method for removing lead. It involves using a distiller, a countertop machine that purifies water through evaporation and condensation. The process works by allowing water to evaporate, leaving behind most impurities, including lead. In the boiling chamber, The water then condenses back into liquid form and collects in a separate container. Water distillation can achieve lead removal rates of up to 99.9%. Distillers are affordable, low-maintenance options for removing lead. Reverse osmosis filtration systems also provide effective lead removal, with rates of up to 99.1%. These systems force water through multiple filter stages and a reverse osmosis membrane with tiny pores that reject contaminants, including lead particles. The rejected contaminants are flushed away, ensuring purified water. Reverse osmosis purification is relatively quick and nearly instant compared to distillation. An increasing number of drinking water filters carry NSF 53 certification for lead removal. These filters come in various types, including carbon pitcher filters, countertop systems, and whole-home filters. NSF, National Sanitation Foundation, is a leading authority in water filtration standards. Ensuring the effectiveness of certified filters in removing lead contaminants. When selecting a lead water filter, consider your budget, installation and maintenance preferences, other contaminants you want to remove, water pressure/flow rate, and preferred filtration speed. Prioritize products with positive customer reviews and expert endorsements, avoiding cheap and poorly made filters that may result in customer dissatisfaction. Remember, no amount of lead in tap water is safe. To minimize the risk of lead exposure, only use cold water and run your taps for a couple of minutes before using the water. Hot water corrodes lead, making it more likely to dissolve into the water. If you need hot water for drinking or cooking, it is safer to heat cold water rather than relying on hot water from the tap. Boiling water does not remove lead. Additionally, if water has been idle in the pipes for more than 6 hours, the CDC recommends running the water for 2 minutes before using it to minimize lead exposure. Finally, I want to address the question of showering in lead-contaminated water. Generally, showering in lead-contaminated water is considered safe. Human skin does not absorb lead, so it is unlikely to pose a significant risk during bathing. However, there is a marginal chance of ingesting lead if the water comes into contact with your mouth. While showering or bathing, it is essential to avoid drinking the water. I hope this information has provided you with valuable insights into removing lead from water and ensuring the safety of your water supply. If you have any additional questions or concerns about lead in water, please feel free to reach out. Your health and well-being are of the utmost importance to me. Thank you for joining me today, and remember to stay informed and take action to protect yourself and your loved ones from lead contamination in water. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for next topics or click to see the next videos on the right.